Hey, what's up? Welcome to season 2 of The Reflection Show. I'm so excited that you're tuning in. Listen, before the show even begins, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you click that button below. There are some awesome stories this season 2 that I'm bringing to your living room, to your cell phone, to your iPad. Hey, it might even be your friend's phone. But I want you to like, comment, and subscribe and get ready to be impacted, influenced, and inspired with these unscripted stories right here on The Reflection Show. I'm your host, Ramsey Rizard. And remember, your experience matters. Let's get into the show. Welcome to The Reflection Show. My name is Ramsey Rizard. You never go to the mirror scripted. You always go unscripted. And you know, every week I challenge you by tuning in and hearing something that can inspire you. Are you inspired yet? Have you been impacted yet? Has any of these stories that you've been watching every week changed your life? If not, I have a story today from a dear brother of mine. We've done a lot of things in the community. And I'm telling you, what you're getting ready to hear, you want to make sure that you're sharing this with one of your friends. We're talking about transition and search of success with the one and only Zoe!
Appreciate you having me.
What's up, Zoe?
Nothing much, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I wish I had your voice. Appreciate you having me, you know.
It was God-given, that's it.
It was God-given.
That's it.
You need your own radio show.
I probably do.
Yeah, you know, early in the morning. Hey, what's up? This is Zoe on the radio, on the ones and twos.
Not late. I got kids in the family.
Oh, okay, kids in the family. So Zoe, you know, you and I have built a relationship, and I've come to learn more about just your journey. But it never started off as one of those, oh, I made it. There was a period of the time of your life where you had to make decisions to better your future, to better your leadership as a husband, and to better your servitude as a father to your children. So share with me that story on where it all began.
Well, coming up, I was an athlete, and I was fortunate enough to go to college on a D1 scholarship to the University of Florida. Go Gators, by the way.
Uh-oh, we're going to have a problem because I'm a Florida State fan. You can't be on this show talking about Go Gators.
We Gators around here, but I won't hold it against you.
Don't worry, you family.
But nah. Yeah, D1 athlete going to the University of Florida to play football. Of course, as young men,
yeah,
your dream is to be in the NFL. And coming up, I kind of put all my eggs in one basket and went through college thinking that I was going to go to the NFL. You know, had the talent, just the opportunity didn't open up itself. So I was in a bind. Didn't really plan for anything after football. So I came back home. At the time I had a child, started working in and out jobs. Later on down the road, I found my beautiful wife who support me to this day.
To this day?
To this day.
You climbing up the stairs and down the stairs. To this day?
This day. Yeah. In our marriage, you know, I was at first a personal trainer, was barely making ends meet. And then it's funny how God pulls you away from something just so that he can put you into something else.
Wow. So wait, because there's a lot of meat in this, what you just said. Because there's a lot of things that you dealt with that I'm pretty sure people didn't realize you were in depressed in the process of people looking at you like you were in your season of greatness. Exactly. So how did you even get out of that space of depression, even though people saw you as a great athlete?
Well, what's crazy is I didn't even recognize the fact that I was in depression. I was dealing with it and I don't know how, you know, praying, you know, trying to find my way. And it was very clouded. I just remember that time being very cloudy and I didn't have a vision for myself. But I guess you could say that was a depression that was weighing on me. It took, honestly, my wife saying, hey, man, listen, you need to do something.
Yeah.
And once I started focusing on finding something, God provided immediately. As a friend of mine, almost a brother, That's how close we are, Stephen Michael. He was a firefighter, and he presented me with the option to, hey, and let me tell you how God works. Hey man, Orange County has a non-certified program. You come off the street, they pay for your schooling, and they pay you to go to school. All you have to do is pass. And at the end of the journey, you get a job.
At the end of the journey, you get a job. So your transition and success didn't look like what you saw as a young kid.
Not at all.
I mean, football, you practiced for it. You invested yourself into it. This is all you saw growing up. This is what you were preparing for. And all of a sudden, there's a halt that comes in between your destiny and your growth.
Absolutely.
And in between of that, it was a friend, a brother to this day, who's connected you into this industry that you are a part of, which is a firefighter.
Yes, sir.
So now that you're a firefighter, like, do you feel like your destiny has been like, do you feel like you're not robbed of your destiny no more?
Absolutely not, because with God, all things are intertwined.
Wait, say it again. With God, all things
are intertwined, interlaced with each other, because the lessons that I learned with football, discipline, promptness, hard work, anything having to do with competitiveness, I had to transition that into my firefighting career.
I like that. Your past training prepared you for your future
Yes.
training.
Absolutely.
And it made it easier for you to transition.
Absolutely.
So now you're living in this new realm of success where you realize that there was never time that was lost.
Nope.
It was just time overlapped into something else.
Absolutely. So I had to go through to get to, is what I like to call it.
Go through to get through.
Go through to get to.
To get to.
Yes, sir. Because I had to go through that depression, that depressive state. I had to see what the bottom felt like, because now, and it kind of bites me in my butt, because I see people on their worst day, and I was like, man, I had to go through that, but look where God brought me to, you know. I'm so appreciative of what I have because of what I had to go through.
And it's amazing that you talk about your wife. You know, I always say the greatest success of a man sits in the hands of a great woman. Because in marriage, you have to be able to submit to each other. It's not one submit to the other, it's submitting to each other. And I think in my marriage, when me and my wife understood that, it glued our marriage for the better. So to hear that your wife was the shift to your decision, that is great, because most women are still stuck to the past of what you could have been, rather than pursuing you or pushing you to what you can become. Right. So what did that feel like as a husband when your wife was pulling you into another, or she was encouraging you into that decision? It
was a challenge, honestly. Me being an alpha male and, you know, listening to her like saying, hey man, you need to do something, and her pushing me, it was kind of a challenge for me, because, you know, I wasn't used to that. But I heard it, and I did something about it. And that decision was probably the best decision I could have ever made in my life. It changed our marriage tremendously. And
you don't have to feel bad. I mean, we're men. Sometimes we're stubborn, you know. I mean, I think that's why we're both bald, because, you know, we think inside, but we don't like to show it on the outside.
I'll be the first to admit it, man, for real.
But, you know, I like the fact that you talk about your relationship with Stephen and how he has helped you to become who you are today and what you do. So what does it mean to be a firefighter? How do you feel? You're in the community that you played sport in, and everybody knew you as football, but now everyone knows you as a firefighter. You are serving the community. What is that like for you?
It's awesome. I serve in Paramore, so off of OBT and Robinson. That is my area. And I am around the community that I kind of grew up in, a lower community, so that once I get off the truck and a kid sees me, I can say, what's up, Jit? You know what I mean? And he looks at me and like, okay, like, you know, I can be that one day. So I love the position that I'm in to inspire. I love the position that I'm in to help. The schooling that I went through pretty much taught me how to save someone's life. Wow. And I run on people in their worst times. And for me to be able to make a difference in their worst times is very fulfilling to me. And that's how I know that I'm in my purpose.
Man, that is so amazing, because from taking down quarterbacks, you are now the quarterback in the game. Yes. And every day is a fourth quarter moment for you, because you got to help someone else to win their game, to win the game of life, being able to survive, stay alive, whether it's accidents or gunshots, because, in Paramore, there's a lot of violence activity, but for you as a black man to be a firefighter and for these kids to see that is a great success that I don't think a lot of people don't see the value to it. A lot of people overlook it because you're not wearing a helmet, but you're wearing a different type of helmet, something that goes in, you're fighting for others. So now that you are Zoe, the firefighter and the husband and the father, what are some things that you hold on to that helps you to wake up every day to do what you do?
Some of the things that I hold on to is just the fact that I am a vessel for God. You know what I mean? I believe I heard you say before that Jesus said he wasn't put here to be served, but to serve. So me doing that and serving others and serving the community, it helps me get up every day, knowing that I'm going to help and make somebody's day better, knowing that I have an opportunity, an incredible opportunity to provide for my family, knowing that my schedule is unusual, but it allows me a lot more time with my family at the end of the day.
I love the word that you keep repeating, family, 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 because the only way we can rebuild the community is by restoring the families first. And that's the most valuable thing that communities need in order to thrive and move forward. So talk about a little bit of the benefits of being a firefighter. Why should someone who feels as though that if football didn't work, if sports didn't work, firefighter would be a great opportunity for them? What are the benefits to that?
Coming from a sports background, the team camaraderie is super identical. Your schedule is 24 hours on, and then you get 48 off. That varies from state to state and county to county, but for the most part, you're 24 hours on, 48 hours off. You're around a group of guys for one whole day, and it's like team camaraderie all day. Family, just, you have dinner together, you eat breakfast together, you run the calls together, you kind of form a bond that you don't even know that you're forming just by working together.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's that also, like I said, the schedule, the benefits, they take care of you as a firefighter.
There's a lot of leadways into that industry of being a firefighter. And once again, it's all about serving, right? We as human beings, we are meant and we are called to serve. We all, no matter whether you're poor, rich, broke, you always feel the need to serve because it's embedded in who we are. And that's what I love. As we get ready to end the show, Zoe, there is someone on the other side of that mirror. There's a young little Zoe who is thriving to be the best football player, but they don't know what the future may bring. And they might come back to watch this show. What words of reflection could you share with that young Zoe looking in that mirror right there?
The words of reflection that I'd like to share with you is your purpose is what fulfills other spirits. Your passion is what fulfills your spirit. Keep that in mind as you're going on your journey and pay attention to how you affect others and what you do to affect yourself.
If you ever want to know what it means to be a leader, look at the very gifts you possess and ask yourself this question: have I served to the best of my ability? If you haven't, you heard what Zoe said. When he stepped off of that truck and he sees the eyes of the young children grow big, it's because they see the way he served. So put on your helmet today. I challenge you to walk into your shoes and see what greatness will come out of you. This is Ramsey Rizard on The Reflection Show. And don't forget, you are the dream that's living. And remember, your experience matters. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You enjoyed that interview, didn't you? Well, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and click on that notification. And remember, your experience matters.